Hello and welcome to the show.
And welcome to Plundering the Marshal's Baggage, a short pint-sized campaign for sharp practice. It's based on events taking place around the Battle of Mohrungen between 24th and 25th of January 1807, where Russian raiders ransacked Marshal Bernadotte's baggage. There will be just 3 scenarios: Surprise, Surprise, Liebstadt, 24th of January, Grab the Treasure, Mohrungen, 25th of Jan, and A Plunder Too Far, north of Mohrungen, 25th of Jan. The Russians have already beaten the French at the first scenario and pushed them out of Liebstadt. This is the second scenario, Grab the Treasure. On the 25th of January 1807, having retreated from Liebstadt, the remnants of the Leger regiment were tasked to provide rear protection in Mohrungen. As Marshal Bernadotte's corps fought with the Russians north of Mohrungen, a raiding party attacked the French baggage train in the town. This is a sweep the table scenario. The Russians must seize the Marshal's loot. The Russian raiding party will consist of 3 groups of 6 Jaeger skirmishers, 1 group of 8 dragoons, and 2 groups of Don Cossacks. Although the French have 3 groups of 8 voltigeurs and 2 groups of 6 voltigeur skirmishers, they are down on numbers due to casualties from Liebstadt and attrition due to weather and general desertions. However, they do have the support of a light gun. Leader-wise, the Russians will have Igor Bitov and Dima Guntich with the Jaegers. Baron Ilya Topolova will be with the Dragoons, and Bugarov and Bogov with the Cossacks. The French Leger have Clement Cointreau. Although it says status 3 there, he's going to be status 2 because he's still wounded from the previous day. Thomas Lecoquelet, his sergeant. Yves Eau de Cologne with the Voltigeur skirmishers. Pascal Papier-Mâché with the gun, and as a little bonus, Quartermaître Blumchamp, who will be with the stores. The French baggage train is located in the town of Mohrungen, which is on the left-hand side of the table. The main road running through it runs from south to north as you look. The French deployment point is located here, which is also where Blumchamp will be found. The Russian raiding force will be entering the table here between the 2 lakes, and those 2 lakes are impassable. The Russian objective is to loot the baggage train. French force morale is on 9 and the Russians are on 10. And a roll for the weather and the skies are clear. No effect on line of sight or movement. Village of Mohrungen from the north, looking down at the baggage train and the stores area. And there is old Blumchamp in all his glory, having a good old look at all his stores, counting the blankets. And this is the view from the Russian deployment point between the 2 lakes, left and right, and straight towards the town of Mohrungen, or at least the eastern part. Now the problem for the Russians is that it's not cavalry country, so they'll probably swing Cossacks and or Dragoons to the north and the south and infiltrate via the road. Otherwise they're going to do a lot of steeplechasing across those fences. First turn, and the French won't be able to do anything for this turn, it's just the Russians. First card up is leader 3, which is the Dragoons with Baron Ilya Topolova. There they are, thundering towards the village of Mohrungen. Oh dear, tiffin. Well, that's unlucky for the Russians because it's a nice clear day, and I think people in Mohrungen will be able to see and hear the Russian advance. French can now activate. Red card. French leader 4, which is the gun with Pascal Papier-Mâché. Well, he won't do anything just yet. Blue flag. Red flag. Blue flag. I'm guessing that's the Dragoons. Random event. 6. Well, that's stepping out. Add another dice 6 of movement. So they go another 4. Leader 3 is the Baron again. Well, they came on cantering and they'll continue to do so. 2 dice 6 plus 6, so that's 12. They'll be swinging around to the northern side of Mohrungen. Third leader 1, Igor Bitov and his Jaegers. Now come on with 2 groups here. And Tiffin again. And a turn. Red flag. Blue flag. Blue leader 5, and that is Bloomchamp. There he is, admiring his baggage train. He doesn't be doing anything just yet. Red leader 4, that is Vasily Bugarov with the Cossacks, so he's on. And he will be going around to the southern side of Mohrungen. Blue leader 2 is Sergeant Thomas Lecoquelet. He can't do anything at the moment. Red leader 5 is Bogov with the other Cossacks, and they'll be straight out behind Bugarov. Blue flag. Oh, blimey, Tiffin again. Well, the French can't go because they haven't got anybody out at the moment. The Jaegers will go. So this front group here will go all its dice, a total of 8. And a turn. Oh, here we go. Clement Cointreau. So 6 inches from the T-junction, put them about here. And you can see there they've already got depleted ranks. There's only 7 in that front group and 6 in the rear group. That is because of casualties previously at Liebstadt and also a few desertions and people suffering from the cold. So they're already on a downer. Blue flag. Leader 2. That is Guntich with the 3rd group of Jaegers. And that is the Russian force deployed. Cossacks on their left going to the south. The Jaegers will be going in the centre, and the Dragoons hooking around to the right and north. Blue flag. Blue flag. Red flag. Yeah, I think it's a random event. Not quite sure which one for. Can't work it out. There we go. Right, red leader 1. Igor Beatov. Oh, he's here. He'll just have to tell this lot to move, and he'll go with them. They go 3 dice. And they go 10. That is Pascal Papier-Mâché with the gun. Again, I don't think they're going to do anything just yet. Leader 5, Bloomchamp. No. 4, Bugarov. He will continue to canter with his Cossacks, which is 12. Red flag. Leader 3, Yves Eau de Cologne with the Voltigeurs. Right, they're going to come here. And they'll look to get up on this hedge. Leader 2, Thomas Lecoquelet. 5 is Bogov, Cossacks. We'll just toddle on, cantering behind Bugarov, so that's right up his arse. And they are swooping in. Blue flag. Well, that's 4 of them. I'll tell you what, Cointreau's going to go again with his line. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to get this group down here to block off this part of the village and get this lot to swing around to their left. So the front group will go with Coquelet. Wrong, the front group will come around here. They will go 2 dice. Alright, not massively far. They'll go there. Cointreau will go with them. And Le Coquelet will be sent down the road. He'll go 12. Like so. Red flag. They've got 3 now. 4. So they can go again. And Igor Beatov will activate as the leader activates on 4 and get these 2 to move forward. All 3 dice. Right hand group. Oh, you will go 3. And left hand group will go, that was 11. We'll go with them. Leader 3 is topple over with the Dragoons. 2 dice plus 6, which is 14. And there they are, northern edge of Mohrungen already. And Tiffin, everybody's been. End of turn. Blue leader 5, Bloomchamp. He's not going to do anything just yet. Red leader 2, Dima Guntich. All 3 dice for his move with the Jaegers. 9. Oh, Tiffin. Red leader 2, Guntich again. All 3 dice. And he goes 13, a little bit better. Blue flag, red flag, leader 4, Pascal Papier-Mâché again. He's not going to go just yet. Red flag. Red flag. French leader 1. Cointreau. Right, 2 dice with these chaps, putting him up on the hedge, I think. 7. Not quite there. Got to do a bit of a wiggle around that hedge. Probably should have moved just with 1 dice because I've given him a point of shock there. Blue flag. Red leader 1. Igor Beatoff and his Jaegers. Sounds like a popular beatnik band. Right, he'll shout over there, get them to move up here. Again, 3 dice. There you go, 10. And it's clearly a race for the hedge. They are going to go 3 dice. Ooh, look at that, 13. They're up on the hedge line. Which means that the Voltigeurs are not going to go on the hedge line, I wouldn't have thought. Ooh, and red flag. There's 4 there, and I tell you what, that is old Beatoff going again. So they are going to fire at them. Beatoff will get involved. It's 8 dice. Close range, first fire. Anything but. And that is anything but. Right, 8 hits on this group. They are soft cover. So that is going to be 4 shock and 1 kill. Here's the kill on Eau de Cologne. Oh, blimey, it is. Check that out. Immediatement. And what's happened to him? 4 is a light wound, and he's down to level 1. Bad things happen. 2, -1, and the French are on 8. Well done, the Jaegers. Blue flag. French have 3 now. Leader 3 is Eau de Cologne. Right, I think he'll pick up 2 cards, so he's going to be level 3. Right, first of all, he'll take a point of shock off here. He will tell them to fire and reload, and them to fire and reload. So it's 5 dice for the left-hand group as we look, because of that shock. Hitting on anything but. 3 hits. Now, they are going to be hard cover. So that's 1 kill. Is that on Beatoff? No. Jaeger dies. The other group will be 6 dice. Again, anything but, so that's 5 hits. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. Ooh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. 3 shock, 1 kill. Has Beatoff caught it up? No. Now the Jaeger goes. And Tiffin. 1 blue flag. Well, that's going to be the group over here, and they're going to come around this side of the village. Yeah, just 1 dice, I guess, otherwise I get shock. Oh dear. They're quite happy in the village. Red leader 3. That is Baron Ilya Topolova with the Dragoons. Now I'll carry on cantering. 2 dice plus 6, which is 14. Top end of the village. They'll probably wheel around shortly and hammer down that road. Try and catch the French in their left flank. Red leader 1. Beatoff. Wow. Just what he needed. Alright, here's Beatoff. He will get this lot to fire with only 3 dice, unfortunately, because of that shock. But he'll also tell the other Jaegers to move up to the hedge. They desperately need some more firepower. And they do. Nice. So this is some desperate close quarter firing here. This group of Jaegers firing 3 dice, hitting on 3s, and that's 2 hits. Soft cover. 1 shock. Not brilliant. And this lot will fire at this group of Voltigeurs. 6 dice. Close range. First fire. Skirmishers. Anything but. 4 hits. 4, 5 shock, 6 kill. 1 shock and 1 kill. Not brilliant. Blue flag. Red flag. Red flag, that is a random event for the Jaegers. 7. Smoke. A pall of smoke hangs between the fire as well, not surprising with this amount of musketry going on. And that will give a -1 to all the firers there. Alright, French leader 1, Cointreau. He will take that point of shock off and get his group to move up to the hedge. Not going to roll for that, they're there. French leader 5, Blumchamp. He might have to scuttle away soon, get out of the way of those cavalry. That is Thomas Le Castellet, Thomas Le Coquelet even. 5, that's a bit better. Blue flag. Leader 4 is bugger off. Well, there he is. He can see the French lining the edge of the town there. So he didn't really fancy it, so he's going to slow to a walk, I think. And just go sort of over here and hide behind those trees. There's 4. Leader 2, Guntich. Well, he's going to go the full Monty, 3 dice, and try and infiltrate the town from the north there. There you go, 11. That's a good move. Red flag. Blue flag. Ooh, blue flag. They've got 4 now of the French, and they are going to go with old matey. Yep, Eau de Cologne will go. He's only got 1 command initiative though. Oh, I didn't think about that. However, desperate times, so they will fire. It's 5 dice. It's close range, but it's -1 for this, so it's 5s and 6s to hit only on this group. So that's a good hit. It's 3. Hard cover. 1 kill. I think actually because they're skirmishers they get a +1 anyway, so that would have been hitting on a bit better. Ooh, and look at that, another 4 red flags, so they will pick that up. And beat off will activate. So he will tell both groups to fire. They'll be hitting on 5s and 6s because of that smoke. So it's going to be 3 dice here and 5 dice there. I'll do them all together. 8. Just the 3 hits. I'll do 2 on the left hand side, which is 1 shock, 1 kill. Is the kill on the leader? No, it's not, so Voltigear goes. And 1 hit on this group here. Another shock for them, they're up to 2. And Tiffin, just as well they use the red cards there. Red flag. Blue flag. Red leader 1. Right, he'll pick that up for a start. That is beat off. So he'll take a point of shock off here. Won't make any effective firing. Tell both groups to fire. They'll fire. I better do them separately. 3. Hitting on 5s and 6s. On the left hand group. Oh dear, all misses. And the other group will fire with 5 dice. Hitting on 5s and 6s. Just with 1 hit. Soft cover. No effect. Oh dear, appalling. And they'll reload. Blue leader 3. Well, that is Eau de Cologne again. And he'll pick up the blue flag. So he's going to be level 2. Now, I think you need to be sensible here. First of all, he'll get them to fire. 3 dice. That is 1 hit. And, oh, it's a kill though. Is it on beat off? No. Another Jaeger goes. They will reload and then move. Just the 1 dice. They go 4. And he'll go with them. And the other group do the same. They'll fire, reload, and hop over the fence. Now they'll have to fire and use 2 actions to get over this little fence here and then be unloaded. So they'll have 4 dice, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Hard cover. 2 shock. So where they go, hopping over, discard the lowest, that's handy. So they're over there. And unloaded. Red leader 2 is Dima Guntage. Right, I think they're going to try and hop over this fence. So they'll go 3 dice, lowest is discarded. So they go 7. Nicely over there. They're in the town. French leader 2, Thomas de Coquelet. Oh, 1 dice. 6, good move. French in danger actually of being sidelined on this flank. Blue flag. And Tiffin. Well, that's Quantru's gang. Not quite sure what they can do here, to be honest. I suppose they can wheel that way. 1 dice, they go 1. Yeah, not overly useful. I want to get them firing over there, but they'll be at a disadvantage. Whoa, Tiffin up straight away. End of chapter. Everybody reloads, and that pall of smoke goes. Thomas de Coquelet still edging around. Goes 5, another good move. Red flag. Blue flag. Red flag. Random moving event. Coquelet. 4. Make way. Oh, Coquelet's barged down. Down he goes. So he's going to try and get up next time. So they'll be stuck for a go effectively. Blue flag. It's Flag City at the moment. Oh, God, blimey, Tiffin. Right, the Russians go first. They've got 2. French have got 2. Right, it's the groups that activate. So I've got 2 for the Russians. So 1, 2, I think. Got to win this firefight. They will fire all at this group here. Hitting on 4s. We'll roll them all together. That's 3 hits. They are in hard cover now. And that's 2 shock. They're up to 5. And there's 5 of them. Well, one of the French units, i.e. this one, will fire with 3 dice at these. They're hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Hard cover. No effect. And I'm thinking these again will rotate around here. I think you'd only go 1 inch backwards, so that's what they're doing there. Trying to desperately get facing the Jaegers. End of turn. Ooh, leader 1 for the Russians. Beat off. I think it's more of the same. Get both groups hammering this group of voltigeurs and trying to get them broken. 6 dice hitting on 4s. And that's 4 hits. Hard cover. 1 kill. No leader there. And they'll go back 2 inches because they're skirmishers. So that's about how things happen. 3, which is no effect. Ooh, leader 3. Now that is topple over. We haven't seen him for a while. Now we'll simply walk around and get ready to charge. 4. Perfect. There they are. Dragoons lining themselves up, looking south down the road. And there's old Bloomchamp on his own. The baggage is in sight. Blue flag. Red flag. Blue leader 5. Bloomchamp. Tell you what he's going to do. He is going to rally a point of shock off them, which he can do because he's right next to them. Blue flag. Leader 3, Eau de Cologne. He'll pick up 2 blue flags, so he's going to be status 3. He's going to take off 2 points of shock here. They will move there and fire and reload. 4 dice, hitting on 3s. Oh, desperate. 1 hit. Hard cover. No effect. Red leader 4 is bugger off. Well, he's here. Can't really do anything at the moment. Well, I'll tell you what. Perhaps he'll walk them over or canter them over to the right. Yes. They walked last time, I think. So he can canter. 2 dice plus 6. So 12. They've done the feint to the left. Now they're going to the right. Blue flag. Thomas Le Coquelet. Oh, he can get up. That's all they can do. French leader 4. Ah, that papier-mâché. Right, finally they're going to roll the gun out. There it is. Right up the road. So there they are. Papier-mâché has rolled his gun out. And look what's in sight. It's the dragoons. I think they're allowed to fire straight after deploying. And that's what they're going to do. And it's canister. Now they get a first fire bonus. And canister is double shock, I think. So we're hitting on 4s. 10 ups. Ooh, that's a big hit. 8 damage, or 8 hits rather. Well, the Baron and his dragoons are in the open as well. This could be nasty. It's 8 dice. Well, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Disastrous. 10 shock. 3 killed. Is one of the kills the Baron? It is. So what's happened to him? He is down. 2 other killed. Excess shock of 4. So they'll go back 4. He stays there because he's down. Now, it's group obliged to withdraw. 2. Well, that's no effect. But status 2 leader wounded. 5 is -1. The Russians are on 9, but more importantly, they've probably had it. Red flag. Blue flag. Red flag. Firing event. Gun. 7. Ooh, a big pool of smoke hangs across the front of the cannon now. And that's it. It's going to obscure their view there. They won't be able to continue to fire at the dragoons, so it could be quite fortunate for the Russians, actually. Red flag. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to use them. So beat off will activate, get these 2 groups to fire at the Voltigeurs here. I was thinking about getting them to move and do something else, but I think they've got to try and get rid of those Voltigeurs. 6 dice, I'll do them all together. Hitting on 4s, cracking hit, look at that. But I'm going to give them hard cover. So that's 1 shock, 1 kill. Here's the kill on. Another Voltigeur. And tip in. Right, French move is just old Cointreau. So they will rotate there, and I don't know whether they can present actually. I think they might be able to. They're going to present. End of turn. A quick stock take of where we are. French with de Coquelet fanning around on the southern side of the town here, but they might be able to deploy and do some mischief against some of the Cossacks here. Cointreau lining themselves up to try and get some musketry into the Jaegers, which have proved to be quite a nuisance to the Voltigeurs, and push them back into the town. Meanwhile, papier-mâché and the gun have caused some havoc with the dragoons and effectively put them out of action. But there's another group of Jaegers here with Guntich who may be able to rush them and do some real damage. So it's in the balance, I think. Ooh, red leader 1 straight away. Igor beat off. Well, here we go. Both Jaegers will fire that group again. They're looking shaky. Hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Brilliant. Hard cover. Well, that's another kill. Is that on matey? It's not. It's a Voltigeur, and that's excess shock. So they go back 2. Bad things happen. 6. -1. French are on 7. Blue flag. Red flag. And leader 4. That's the Cossacks. Well, I'm going to counter them to the north. Take over from the dragoons. So they will go 13. Blue leader 2. The Coquelet. Needs to get a move on. He goes 3 this time. Red leader 2, Guntich. Right. I think they're going to swing around. won't bother rolling for this. And they will fire through the smoke at the gun, and they'll probably catch some Voltigeurs up as well. 6 dice, hitting on 5s and 6s because of that smoke. 3 hits, that's pretty good, I guess. So we'll have 2 on the gun, 1 on the Voltigeurs. They're in the open. 1 shock, 1 kill. Now here's the kill on papier-mâché. No. So a gunner goes. And the Voltigeurs will be in hard cover. I think they're behind the fence. No effect. And the Jaegers will reload. Blue flag. Red flag. Tell you what, sharp practice. Jaegers go again. 6 dice hitting on 5s. 2 hits. 1 on each. Gun. 1 shock, so up to 2. Not really effective. And on the Voltigeurs, nothing. Oh dear. And now the Jaegers are unloaded. Red flag. Blue leader 5. Bloomchamp. Well, Bloomchamp's right here with the gun. So does he take some off them? Shock, or does he do the Voltigeurs? Probably the Voltigeurs. I think. Take them down to 3. Well, I'll actually pick up those 2 flags as well and take them down to 1 shock. Right, red leader 5. We haven't seen him for ages. Bog off. Bog off will wheel right and walk. 1. Where do we go? Don't bother doing that. There we go. Red flag. Leader 3, Eau de Cologne. Well, his gang's in a bad way, so I think he'll just take 1 point of shock off because he's obviously wounded as well. Blue flag. Could have done with that. Red leader 3. Oh, that's topple over. Let's see if he can topple up again. These are 5 or 6. Gets it. Right, there you go, mate. You're up. And sort your dragoons out. Can't do anything this go. And Tiffin. Right, I think all the Russians have been. So 1 move for the French, which is the gun. So I'm thinking 2 actions. They can reload. ER. And 1 point of shock off. Because papier-mâché is a level 2. Rather unfortunately for the French, I did forget about Cointreau there, but oh, bugger me, he's up first time this turn. So here we go. Presented, first fire, close range, anything but. 7 dice, and they're all hits. And it's all on this group here. I'm going to give them hard cover though, because of the hedges and the fact they are skirmishers. But that is 2 kill and 1 shock, so that's pretty nasty. Is one of the kills on the leader? It is. Beatoff has been hit. What's happened to him? He is wounded, and another Jaeger goes. And they'll be pushed back 2. So that's a bad thing's happened for a withdrawal. 5, that's 1. Down to 8, and leader wounded 6. He's another -2, and all of a sudden the Russians are on 6. The French will reload. Red flag. Leader 3. Topple over. Is it even worth him doing anything? Well, he's going to tell his lot to get over here. I won't bother rolling. I'll just move them. They're out of line of sight now of the gun, and he can stay there and do some rallying potentially. Blue flag. Leader 2. That's Guntage. They will reload and fire. Hitting on 5s and 6s. So that's another 3 hits. 2 on the gun. 1 on the Voltigeurs. Guns in the open. 1 kill. Who's the kill on? Another gunner. And the Voltigeurs, no effect. But I think, so they reload and fired, so they're unloaded. I am going to get them to now move over there, out the way of the gun. Oh, that's a good move. And there they go, over there. Now the gun can't see them. Boom chomp, another point of shock off. And it goes off the gun, so they've got nothing left. 2 flags for the Russians. A leader 4 is bugger off, and he'll continue to canter. And they can probably skirt around here. Red leader 1, right, he'll pick those 2 up, so he's status 3 now. Right, he's got 3 command initiatives, has beat off. He'll go over here, get them to fire and direct it at the Voltigeurs. 6 dice, hitting on 4s. Just the 2 hits. They are going to get hard cover. 1 kill. Is it on Eau de Cologne? Ooh, nearly. So there's another Voltigeur, and they will go back 2 inches again. Bad things happen. 5, that's -1. And the French are now on 6, same as the Russians. Blue flag. Blue flag. Red flag. Firing event. Jaegers. 7. Ooh, some more smoke piling up here. Papier-mâché, he's got nobody in sight, so he can't shoot anybody. And Eau de Cologne, right, what's he going to do? I think he might pick up 2 cards. Take off a couple of points of shock there, and hop over to here. We'll get them reactivated in a minute. And there we go, tiffin. 1 group each to move. Le Coquelet, there will go 4. And Bogov's Cossacks will canter away. Ooh, they go a long way. End of turn. Interestingly, it looks as though the attack is swinging around to the north of the town. The French line here have secured and are pushing round, but the trouble is they're not doing much good apart from making all the Cossacks go round to the north. Jaeger's doing a good job on those pools of smoke hanging in the town, so not many people can be seen at the moment. Blue flag. Blue flag. Red leader 1, Igor Beatoff. Well, he's only got the 1 command initiative. He's got that smoke in the way there, so he won't be able to fire at anything, I don't think. He's going to tell that lot to move away. And I think they'll go 3 dice around there. Not going to be much use as a fighting force at the moment. Away they go. Red flag. Leader 3. Topple over. Well, he'll take a point of shock off the Dragoons. They're on 9 shocks, so they won't be doing anything too soon. Red flag. Red flag. It's got 3 of them. Interesting. And tipping. Missed my chance with them. But let's see. Yeah, Russians go first because they got 3. They got 2. Right, these Jaegers are going to move around here and fire at the gun. 2. Not good enough. I'll have to move again. 5. I was 6 dice at the gun. They'll get soft cover. Hitting on 4s. So that's 4 hits. Yeah, I guess the Jaegers will pick up another couple. So on the gun, oh, look at that, nothing. And the Jaegers will be hard cover. 1 kill. Now, is one of those on Eau de Cologne? No, another Voltigeur goes. And the Jaegers will be unloaded. This group, the Jaegers will come around here. They go 9. And the Cossacks here will canter. There we go, 12. So I think the Voltigeurs will move themselves over here and fire at the Jaegers. Again, they might move with 2 dice. They go 4. That's not enough. Well, actually, I think it is. 3 dice. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Hard cover. 1 kill, 1 shock. Is the kill on Guntich? No. They'll be unloaded. Now these guys are right out on the limb. I think I'll move them over here. They've chased away the Cossacks, but they're going nowhere. End of turn. Cointreau. Right, here he is. He's going to get this lot to run around here. Take a point of shot, but he can take it off. There goes 7. Puts them in the smoke. And red leader 1. Beat off. Well, they will turn and fire at Cointreau's gang. There'll be 4 dice and they'll be unloaded. Oh, look at that, 4 hits, nice. They're in the open. So that is going to be 2 shock and 1 kill. Is the kill on Cointreau? No. The Jaegers are unloaded. Red leader 4, bugger off. So they will canter around here. 10, not brilliant. Passing the disrupted dragoons, jeering at them, trying to get themselves in position for swooping down that road, and the gun won't be able to see them because of that smoke. Blue leader 4, Pascal Papier-Mâché. Well, there he is. They've got the Jaegers to the left, and I'm saying they can't fire through that smoke because they're just firing blindly, so can't really do anything. Don't really want them to start swivelling that cannon just yet. They're protecting the northern part of the town. Red flag. Leader 2, Guntich. Ooh, right. He's going to pick that up, I think. Right, so Guntich be level 2. That's a reload, fire, and they will fire again at the artillery. He will direct. 7 dice hitting on 4s. And that could have been better. 3. Soft cover. 1 shock only. And they'll be unloaded again. Another red flag. Leader 5, Bogoff. Cantering, 7, 13. Blue flag. Ooh, and Tiffin. Right, roll Tia goes first. There's the Russians. So the only one that hasn't been for them is topple over. Well, they can't do anything. The French, on the other hand, will fire with the Légère here. There's going to be 5 of them with that shock. They'll reload after this. It's hitting on 5s and 6s for that smoke. 1 hit. I think I may have forgotten that with the Jaegers about the smoke. There we are, and that's a miss. First card up is Leader 3, Eau de Cologne. Here he is, 1 command initiative. All he can do is get them to reload and fire at the Jaegers. They'll be hitting on 3s. 2 hits. And it's hard cover. No effect. Leader 5, Bogoff. Oh, they'll just sort of turn slightly there. Not much cop. Leader 1, Cointreau. It's a fire reload. 5 dice, hitting on the 5s and 6s. 2 hits. Soft cover. Roll that one again, a bit cocky. Oh, no effect. I think you can take a point of shock off actually as well. 2 command initiatives, 1 to tell them to fire and reload, and the other 1 to shock. Leader 3. Topple over. They'll take a point of shock off. They're still on 8 shock, so I don't see much of the dragoons. Right, it is old matey. Beat off. Does he continue firing at the line there? I think he might. 4 dice. Hitting on 5s and 6s. I'll try and whittle them down a bit, I think. 2 hits. Not bad. And they're in the open. Another 2 points of shock. Blue flag. Blue flag. Red flag. Oh, random firing event Jaegers. 9. Charge them to hell. 2 dice 6. If they make contact, we have a melee or fisticuffs. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. They go 8. It's not enough. They're in the smoke. Just as well for them. Jaegers charging through the smoke. They think they've got the Leger on the run, but they haven't moved. This could be nasty. Red flag. I would sharp practice the Jaegers with beat off, but they're unloaded, so it's not going to be much cop. Oh, another red flag. Leader 2, Guntage. I think he's going to pick up 1 flag. Reload fire at the gun again. 7 dice. Hitting on 4s. Not brilliant. 3 hits. And it's soft cover. Oh, that's nice. 2 shock, 1 kill. So they're up to 3. Is the kill on papier-mâché? No. Well, that kind of goes. They're down to 2. And that will mean it'll take 3 actions to reload the gun. Right, I've just realised 3 shock, 2 gun. They will have to withdraw. They're obviously attached to the base, so I'm just going to move him away too. And that is a bad things happen. 4. -1, the French are on 5. Right, blue flag. Leader 4. Well, that is papier-mâché. So he will go straight back in and take 2 cards and reduce the shock to 1 for the guns, so they're ready to fire again. Bugger off. So they're going to walk and turn. 5. Getting ready to charge. Red flag. 3 of them. French leader 2. Le Coquelet. Right, he'll get his lot to run and get over that hedge, which they just about do, but they'll take some shock. French have got to throw some caution to the winds to get some troops around to the northern side of the town now. And Tiffin. Right, Russians have all been. 1 blue card, which is Blumchamp. You can't do anything, not a unit. End of turn. I think we're reaching a critical stage at the moment, and first up is Eau de Cologne. You can't do much with 1 command initiative apart from reload and fire with these Voltigeurs, so it's 3 dice. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Hard cover. No effect. And they're unloaded. Blue flag. Blue flag. You could have done with those. Leader 3. Oh, that's all blooming topple over. He'll take a point of shock off. Red flag. Red flag. Ooh, leader 1. That's useful. Beat off. Right, he's going to pick those 2 cards up. So that'll be level 3. First of all, he'll take a point of shock off. They will fire and reload. I think they're unloaded actually. They'll reload and fire. He will direct and then they'll move out of the way. I think there's enough there. 7 dice. Hitting on 4s. That's a pretty good hit. In the open. Oh, nasty. 2 kill and 1 shock. Put the shock on first. So that's up to 4. 2 kill. Is one of them going to be Cointreau? No, it's not. So 2 Leger go. 4 left with 4 shock. And then the Jaegers are going to try and get out of the way. 1 dice only, though. They don't really do it. Back away through the smoke. Blue flag. Red flag. Leader 4 is bugger off. Right, I think they're going to walk down there a bit. 4. Red flag. And there we go. Cointreau. I'll tell you what, he'll pick up those 2. So he's going to be level 4. He will take off 2 points of shock. Get them to fire and he'll direct. 7 dice. Hitting on 5s. 3 hits. I think I messed up for the Jaegers. They should have been hit on 5s as well, but there we go. Missed that. And soft cover, so that's 1 point of shock. Leader 2, Guntich. Well, he'll pick up those two. So he's level 3. They will reload and fire. They will have 5, 6, 7, 8 with him. Hitting on 4s. 4 hits. And the gun is soft cover. Well, that's a nasty 3 shock and 1 kill. Who's the kill on? Does Papier-Mâché picked it up? No. So down to 1 operator, and they're going to rout. So they're gone. Let's put the gun there. They'll run away. 2 dice 6 plus 6, they'll go 12. Papier-Mâché goes with them. So there they are, the gun crew. They run away down the road. That gun is now on its own. So that's how things happen for the rout 2. -1, the French are on 4, force morale, they'll lose a flag. Boghoff, he'll carry on around up the northern end of the town. That's 16, a swirling mass of cavalry at the northern end of Mohrungen, but they're not doing anything useful at the moment. Blue flag. Leader 4, oh, that's Papier-Mâché. I guess he's going to take off 2 points of shock. You never know, the gunners may go back. Leader 2, Le Coquelet. Well, he will pick up one of those flags, take that shock off, and they will run over to the road, I think. 2 dice. 6. The shock goes back on. So actually he'll pick up that other flag and that'll stay off. And Tiffin. They've all been. End of turn. Walk, Tiffin. End of chapter. Smoke goes and reloads happen. Red flag. Leader 4, Papier-Mâché. Right, that's 2 more points of shock off, so the artillery can get back in action if they get a chance. Red leader 2, Guntich. Right, it's going to switch targets to these Voltigeurs now, try and get rid of them. He'll pick up that card, so he's level 2. Fire, reload, he will direct. 7 dice, hitting on 4s. That's a good hit, 5. Hard cover. That's cocky. Ooh, look at that, 2 kill and 1, no, just 2 kill. Is one of the kills on Eau de Cologne? It is. What's happened to him? Another wound, 0 rated. And a Voltigeur goes. Wounded leader, 2. -1, the French are on 3. Good shooting by the Jaegers. Leader 3, Eau de Cologne. Well, he's just been wounded, 0 rated, can't do anything. 4, bugger off. He'll just wait. Can't charge non-shocked units, and there's none in sight at the moment. Blue flag, red flag. Leader 5 is bog off. He'll do the same as in wait. Blue flag and Tiffin. I think because of the force morale, the Russians go first. And that's going to be the Jaegers here, firing with 4 dice against the Leger here. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, desperate. Missed. A reload and move. There goes 6. Right, that gets them nicely behind that hedge. So this group will fire with 3 dice, hitting on 4s. 3 hits, nice, but it's hard cover. So that is a kill though. Does that hit beat off? No, he can't, because they're in line shooting, so it's just a Jaeger that goes. And the other group moving will be Le Coquelet's gang. Again, 2 dice, it'll suck up the shock. They go 11, nice. And there they are. They might be the last ditch defence, but I tell you what, old Bloomchamp there, standing nonchalantly at the T-junction, he needs to get out of the way. Le Coquelet, he's up. Well, I think only thing you can realistically do is take off that point of shock, so down to 0. Could have done with that blue flag. Leader 4, bugger off. Now, he can't charge that line because they're not shot, so he'll stay there. Leader 4, papier mâché. Oh, I tell you what, you'll get the gun crew moving. And I think they can run, no shock on them, and just get themselves back to the gun. They can skirt around the légère there. 2 dice. They go 6. Okay, perhaps not enough. So there they are, making their way back to the gun. The gun is loaded. Red flag. Blue flag. Leader 3, Eau de Cologne. Right, well, he's got to pick up that because he's 0 rated. So, command initiative of 1, it'll get them to fire, and then I think they're going to have to move. 2 dice only. 1 hit. Hard cover. No effect. Right, they'll reload and move, and they go 2. Not brilliant. I'm getting behind this house, but they're still in line of sight with the Jaegers. Red flag. Red flag. Leader 1. Right. I'm going to pick up 2. Beat off is now level 3. He'll take off 1 point of shock, get them to fire and direct. 7 dice hitting on 4s, all going on this Légère gang here. Shocking firing, but that's 2 hits. And they're in the open. Oh, dear, dear. Hopeless. Leader 5, bog off. He'll just wait. Red flag. Red leader 2, Guntich. Again, he'll pick up those 2. And I think he wants to see off this final gang here. So he's level 3. Get him to fire direct, and they'll reload. So it's going to be 5, 8. Hitting on 4s. 5 hits. 6 hits. Hard cover. Could have done that with the effect. Might be able to wipe them out here. Well, that's 1 kill and 1 shock. Here's the kill on Eau de Cologne. No. And 1 shock they're going to rout. 1 chap left with 2 shock. Routs 2 dice 6 plus 6, so that is going to be 15. Away he goes. Takes Eau de Cologne with him. Hobbling along. Bad things happen for a unit breaking. 5 minus 2. French are on 1. Leader 5. Bloomchamp. He needs to get out of the way of the line. Well, he'll just get himself over here. And Tiffin. Right, 1 French unit to go. And it is Cointreau. So for what it's worth, they'll fire with 3 dice against the Jaegers. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Hard cover. 1 shock. End of turn. There's Eau de Cologne running away with what's left of his Voltigeurs, which isn't many. There's the other little group. There's only 2 of them left. The Coquelet's in the middle there with 6 Légère, and the gun may be getting reactivated, potentially, if they can get up there. And we've got Cointreau here with 4 men left with a bit of shock. So the end is nigh, I think. They're only on 1 force morale. Can they hold out any longer? The cavalry are ready to pounce and plunder. Leader 2 is Le Coquelet. I'm not quite sure what Le Coquelet can do. If he moves with 1 dice over there and then presents, potentially, and take out those Jaegers. I'm going to go 4. Huh, 1 blue flag. I think that's the only one left. Leader 3, he'll take off a point of shock. I think it's down to 6 now. And finally the Dragoons are not excess shock. Right, red flag. Red flag. Would you believe it, Tiffin? Okay. Russians, 2 units to go. Well, the first one is going to be this group of Jaegers firing with 3 dice against these. 2 hits. In the open. 1 kill. Is that on Cointreau? No. Oh dear. And the Jaegers here, more nice juicy targets popped up. They'll have a go at these. 5 dice. Hitting on 4s. Only 2 hits. Soft cover. 1 shock. Well, I'll tell you what, for the other unit, Papier-Mâché's gang is going to move. 1 dice. They can rush over here and light the touch paper. Let's see what happens. Oh, they've made it, you know. Those Cossacks are in canister range. So 10 dice hitting on 4s. That's a bit cocky. Alright, 5 hits. I'm going to put them all on this guy. Why not? And they're in the open. Disappointingly, only 2 shock, which is double to 4. But that will stop them charging. And the gun is now unloaded, and it'll take them 3 actions to reload. Leader 4, bugger off, he'll just take off 2 points of that shock that's just been put on. Blue flag, Guntich. So they will fire at the gun again, I think. Why not? Hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Soft cover, because of that fence. 6. Oh, yeah, just 6, 1 kill. Is it on Papier-Mâché? No, it's not. So that's the gunner goes. Dear. Well, I think Papier-Mâché can help do the reload actions. Red flag. Red flag. I think it's sharp practice time. Guntich. So it's more of the same. Guntich firing at the gun. 5 dice, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Soft cover. 2 shock. Rout. 2 dice plus 6. So they'll go 14. Yeah, they're not going to come back from this, are they? Away they go. Bad things happen. 6. Oh dear. -2. And the French are on -1. And now they will start to all run away. Wow, what a fantastic little skirmish that was. The French held on very bravely then, and I thought Papier-Mâché and his 1 surviving gunner did a sterling job there, getting back up to the gun and piling canister down at the waiting cavalry horde, but ultimately didn't do enough damage. And those Guntich there with his Jaegers did a great job on the Russian right flank, and ultimately I think the French just ran out of bodies and they ran away. So the Cossacks will swoop in and start to plunder everything and grab the Marshal's loot. Good fun. Casualties wise, Eau de Cologne was wounded, 9 Voltigeurs skirmishers, 4 Voltigeurs and 4 gunners were killed for the French, and Beatoff and Topolova were wounded for the Russians, along with 7 Jaegers, 2 Dragoons and 3 Cossacks being killed. Well, there we go, another victory for the Russians there, and they will take an unassailable lead in my short campaign. That was a good old dust-up between the 2 sides. I did particularly like how the gun operated there, and the bravery of Papier-Mâché and his gunners trying to fight off the Dragoons and the Cossacks there. But ultimately, the Jaegers did the job on the Légers and the Voltigeurs, and the Cossacks would have swooped in to plunder the Marshal's baggage and take away all his loot. Hopefully Blümchamp will have been able to run away as well. We're off to the 3rd and final scenario now, which is a plunder too far. The raiding party will continue north of Mohrungen looking for other easy pickings, but they'll meet some French coming back from the battle. Will they come a cropper? Tune in next time to find out. Thanks for watching.